Hi loves, welcome back to my space. I'm super excited to be doing this with you this 2026. So happy new year to everyone. I'm back with another DIY video, and if you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. If you're an OG, I see you. So if you're an OG, I know you already know what I'm about to do. So I'm going to be creating to be doing a DIY today, as you can tell from the title, and we're going to be using one of our favorite ties to create another tie. So I'll be using this silk fabric tie that I have, and then I'll be using paints. So that's why you see painting brushes and a sponge. I'll be using glue gun, that is hot glue, and the glue sticks, and the marker pen. Also, I have multiple types of colors. So this is just my acrylic box that I'll be using. And then we also have these other ones. So depending on how deep the color is or how deep you want the color, you can be able to use any colors that you want. Also, you're not limited to using these ones. You can also be able to use a spraying paint if you have. If you want your color to be your tie to be one color, you can use a spraying paint. Yeah. But for me, because I wanted to play along with colors, I'm going to be doing acrylic paints. Yeah. So from what you can see on this setup, it's our gun. So you're letting your gun to be very hot. And as I always say, be gentle with your glue gun, but very careful. Yeah. So you need to be gentle when you are putting the glue gun, but very careful because it usually burns. So I wouldn't like you to burn yourself this new year. And without further ado, let's get into doing this video. Can just follow the simple steps. So what I'm doing here is I'm tracing out the fabric tie on this workspace. So for my workspace, when doing this, you can be able to do this to any workspace. You can be able to do it on a cardboard, on a box, anything that you have. You can also be able to use to do this on cooking or baking papers or baking wrappers. They're very good. The ones that you use to bake, actually, because you remove the glue gun, it usually doesn't stick. So you can be able to use that. But for me, I have this working board that I'm using. So I'm just tracing out the tie to the level that I want. The tie is super long, but I don't want to have a long tie. So I'm just tracing it to the level that I want. And as you can see, the only reason as to why I'm tracing out is because I needed that V shape. I need the shape of that tie to just be the same for our new tie. Okay. So yes, so that is what we're doing on this video, just tracing it. Once you've traced, you just make sure that your outlines are very visible. If you're using a permanent marker, my marker is not that visible, yeah. And also, I'm not applying too much because I wasn't sure whether it's it's a permanent marker. I wasn't sure whether it's going to stick on the workspace, which I didn't want. Yeah. So that is why I'm doing a light fade. Then once done, you're going to create a line in between. You can be able to use any design that you want if you want a zigzag. And then you see the way the leaves usually have outlines. We're going to create outlines. I tried to start from the top, but it wasn't looking good. So I decided to start from the bottom. So we're just making these inverted V shapes inside. So we have the middle part, the middle line, just to give us that car outline. Yeah. So you're going to create that. It's like you're drawing a leaf, the way you usually draw the inside part of a leaf if you are an artist or if you're just learning how to draw. This is how we draw a leaf usually. Yeah. So we're going to do that and top. And the reason as to why, I know some of you will ask why we are doing that. It's because our tie is going to be made out of glue sticks, hot glue stick. Like our tie is going to be made from the glue stick. I know you're wondering who is going to wear that glue tie, but anyway, we're going to do that. And what I'm doing here is I'm applying oil on top. Once you have drawn, you cannot be able to put your glue direct to the working space. If you're using the baking paper, well and good, you can be able to do that because it will pull off without any trouble. But if you're using a hard working space like me, you have to apply cooking oil or any other oil that you have so that the glue stick that doesn't stick permanently to your working space. And then once done, just do the outline as I'm doing. I'm not worried about going step by step with you because I can tell, I know you're seeing what I'm doing. So yeah, that is the reason I decided to do this voiceover, because these is things that you can watch and learn even without a voiceover, but I like just to speak and talk to you guys. Yeah. So yes, once you've applied your oil, the oil, as I mentioned, it's going to allow your what is it called, your glue to stick very well, but not permanently getting stuck on the working space. So that means the bottom, or the bottom part of the between the glue stick and the working space, there's oil. So that means that you'll be able to remove it from this working space vizuri sana without trouble. Yeah. So we're going to just make sure that all our outlines have the glue gun both inside and out. So you can see we started with the outline on the sides, and then we went ahead and did the inner part, as we mentioned. You remember the those ones that I was saying for the leaves, yeah. And then once I know, you see the top part, I know you'll be wondering, why do we have a flat tie? From this part, if you want to have a triangle, you know the way you knot there's a knot of a tie knot at the on your neck. If you want to make that design, you can be able to shape it as a triangle at the top, yeah, the triangle thingy that comes when you tie a tie. But for me, I wanted a flat tie. That is why it doesn't have that outline of the but you can be able to add it. So on my end, I'm just trying to make sure that at the top we have heavy what is it called, a glue, like the glue is march at the top, because I'll be creating a hole here to allow my necklace to go in. So the reason as why I did not want the V shape is because, as I mentioned, I needed a flat tie at the top. But you're not limited to a flat tie. If you want to add the V shape that usually comes as a knot, you can be able to do that. Yeah. Once you're done, you let it dry, and then you have this small scoop that you're going to be using just to pull it. You see the way the oil is enabling us to now separate our tie from the workspace. So you're going to be very, very careful when you're doing this slowly, so that you don't detach the outlines. So you just need to be very careful when you're removing them, and you don't have to be perfect while creating this. You'll understand once I'm done, like once I've removed it, you'll tell that some of the parts are very weak, some of them are very okay. Yeah, the outline is very strong, but I needed to have a line in the middle. I need a line in the middle just to hold them, because after I've done, I felt like those small ones, the inside ones, they were very weak. So I needed to create a line in between. Again, not to worry. You just take your glue and then you take it down that line. I remember we drew the line before. It's just that I forgot to add it. And with that, we're done. Like, you already have your plain tie. This is the tie that you were looking for, a flat tie, something that you can be able to wear. If you're very artistic, you can be able to do that. And then the only thing, we're going to attach it to our necklace. But before I do the necklace, let me just turn the board outside of the board, because it had oil on the other side, and on this segment of the second segment, we don't need oil. Yeah, so that's why I switched the board, or the working spot. And now we're going to be painting. You can play around with any colors depending on what you like. You can use any colors, as I mentioned. You can be able to be very creative on this. If you have a spray paint, the easier, the better, and the easier way. It's an easier process. So if you have a spray paint and you want silver, you want gold, you want a red one, you can be able to just spray it. So I feel like will have been the most simplest DIY when you're using spray paint. But in my case, I just wanted to use different paints, and this is what I'm just doing. So I'm going in with oranges, like screaming colors, and then a small dark color, or just a small part will have dark colors, but all the others I'm just playing around with screaming colors. Yeah, so that you can be able to have a very, very colorful tie that you can be able to wear anywhere you want. So for me personally, I'm going to be using this tie because, hey guys, by the end of this video, you tell me if you're just artistic enough, or if you like to be stylish or fashionable. Tell me where places that you can be able to wear this tie to, because for me, I feel like I can be able. Hey, a lot of my clothes will go with this tie, especially when I'm going for brunch, I'm going out with the girls, I'm just scrolling for a casual walk, or a casual outfit. I'm in a casual outfit, I'll be able to wear this tie. Yeah, so I'm going in with my color. I was trying to see whether it's going to allow whether the paint is going to be, sorry, the brush is going to work better. But I realized, this brush, if I decide to use the brushes, I'll get tired in the middle. So I didn't want to do the brush. That is why I'm using the water to clean the brush because I'm not going to use it. And these colors, guys, these colors are water based, so you can be able to remove with water. But yeah, so I felt like the brush was not doing good, so I had to go in with this sponge, and I knew it will come in handy because with the sponge, first of all, this sponge allows you to cover a bigger part while painting. And also, I don't know whether you can tell from the camera, but through the these but through the lens, but when you're using this sponge, it gives you some text what is it called, texture. Yeah, the color once placed on the tie, it comes in textured, yeah, because it's a sponge. Yeah, and like when you have a fine brush, so the painting is not fine, it has texture. Yeah, so this is me. The reason as why there's a lot of green is because I am addicted to green. I am a lover of green, brown. I love all colors, but when it comes to green, yo, I don't know what type of relationship I have with green, but I love green. Yeah. So I realized I will not be washing this sponge after every color. So I had to create to have multiple. Nice sponge, I guess, 30 bob or 20 bob. So I decided to go in with multiple sponges, and so that I can have the texture and add different colors as much as you want. So here you just play around with your creativity. You can be able to merge them as you want. You can be able to, you're not limited to anything. So for me, I decided to do, as I said, screaming colors, you know, colorful. Like the tie is so colorful. I don't know if on your end you're able to see how beautiful those colors look, or are you able to even tell the texture that is coming in from this sponge? Are you? Yeah. So if you're keen, you'll note that our our outlines, the middle outlines, they're not of the same size, but that is what creativity is. That is what being artistic is. You don't have to be perfect with that. You're not limited to having exact lines. But again, kama unataka kukuwa na same size lines, you can be able to do that on your end. Yeah. But for me, I felt like, you know what, we go with it. It looks so nice. It looks so good. And this is the easiest DIY I'm doing this. Yeah. I know you've been waiting for styling videos, but yeah, don't worry. I'll also style this for you because yeah, I'm going to be misusing this tie. Like I'll be wearing it everywhere. Guy, mkiniona nayo kwa barabara, I know it's going to draw attention because once I was done, my sister was like, why will you be wearing this tie? It looks so cute, but why will you be going out with? But anyway, so for me, I'll be wearing it. If you are artistic and you have an office at home or a workspace that you'll need, you can also place it as an art piece or a decor in your house. Yeah. So for me, I just made sure that all the parts were covered with the colors and the patterns that I wanted. And then once done, I'll just let it dry so that we can have we can have a perfect looking tie. So you can see from the other side the way it looks so nice from this inner side. Yeah. So at this point, we're already done with this tie, and I love how cute it turns. So this is the part I was telling you. You can be able to add the top part. You see, mine is flat. You can be able to add whatever color you want. Yeah. But the reason why I did it flat is because I wanted to use my necklace as the holder. Najua mlikuwa mnashangaa, how am I going to wear this tie? I know you are wondering, how is she going to wear this tie? Yeah, not to worry, I got you. So once it dries, we're going to drill a hole here at the top. As I mentioned, not to worry about my flat tie. If you want to add the triangle shape at the top, you are not limited. You can be able to do that. If you want to add across, anything that you want to add to hold your tie, you can be able to do it. Yeah. So for me, with the flat, I'm just creating holes there and here. Now you get the reason as to why I was adding too much glue at the top. It's because I knew a necklace is coming. Then here I got all my necklaces. So I have a silver one and a gold one, and you're going to insert it through. I know you're wondering how it's going to go through because it has a connector on one end and a hook on the other end. Not to worry, you can be able to remove the hooks. Like for me, I removed the hooks, so I added it from the back so that it can have the necklace can show on the outer side. So I had to add it to remove it and then place it from the back so that it can has an outline at the top. I went in with gold. I don't know whether you can see my necklace is gold. So I went in with gold. I removed the connector so that it can allow the necklace to go in. and then I placed it back. So we'll be doing that on both sides, where the connector is and where the hook is. Yeah, so that is what we're doing here. Forget about my hands, just ignore how ashy they look. But y'all, we're done with the DIY. So we're just connecting the neck lace, and then we can be able to wear it. Also, you're not limited. If you have yarn, if you have a colorful yarn, you can be able to use yarn to tie your neck in the size of your neck. You can just tie around your neck. You can use a yarn. You can use a shoelace that is colorful. Anything that's colorful. You can also be able to use a beaded necklace or a beaded neck piece. So again, you're not limited. Use your imagination, use your creativity. Depending on where you're going, depending on where you're wearing your tie, you can be able to do any type of accessory at the top, yeah, just to hold your tie down. Yeah, so this is me just struggling to put to put back the connector, and then also go ahead and do the same on the other side, just to make sure that the hook comes in. And guys, again, we are done with this video. I love how the video turned out. So if you like this video, and if you've watched to this point, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you like this video, kindly remember to give it a thumbs up. Kindly leave your comment down below. Keep on subscribing. I truly, truly appreciate your support. Keep watching, share it widely, and leave a comment. Let me know, what do you think about this tie? Let me know, where would you wear this type of tie? Is it let me know, is it a daredevil tie? Is it just some creativity? Is it something that you feel like you can wear? Are you artistic this March? Is it something that you'll try? Because guys, you're not limited. You need to be creative with everything. You don't have to just have a boring outfit. For me, I always say I don't have to have a boring outfit. So I try as much as I can to make sure that my outfits, anything that I accessorize with, is magical and looks so good. I know this is not your everyday tie, but guys, look at just how cute it is. I truly, truly, truly love how it turned out. And if you want to see me styling this tie, just let me know. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see me styling this. If you want me to show you the type of outfits I can wear with, just let me know. Yeah. So guys, we're done with this video. I'm done hooking, and this is our final look. Look at that. Look at that. So you can tie with this. The reason why I did a necklace is because it can fall like that and then still stay around your neck, and it gives a vibe to it. Yeah, just look at that. We're done with this video again. I know I've said it a couple of times we're done, but this is the final look. This is what we have for the tie, and I love, love, love it. So keep on subscribing, keep on commenting, liking, and sharing. I truly appreciate you. Until next time, guys, I'm waiting for your comment. Let me know where you will wear this on your end, or if you are daring to go out with this type of piece. And if you want one, let me know. I'll still go ahead and create it for you. Because I just love how it turns. So till next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye bye for now.